If you're receiving Social Security or disability benefits, 2026 could be the year that changes everything, and I'm not talking about small adjustments. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to reveal 5 major changes coming to Social Security and disability benefits in 2026 that could either put hundreds of extra dollars in your pocket each month or completely disrupt how you receive your benefits. This isn't speculation. These are real legislative proposals and confirmed policy changes that will affect millions of Americans. Welcome to Financial Area, where we break down complex government benefits and financial changes so you can make informed decisions about your future. If this information helps you, please hit that like button and subscribe for more updates on Social Security, Medicare, and retirement planning. Now, let's dive into what 2026 has in store for Social Security and disability beneficiaries. The first major change could be a game changer for millions of low-income seniors. Congress is actively considering the Social Security Expansion Act, and if it passes, some of the most vulnerable beneficiaries could see their monthly payments increase by $660. Yes, you heard that right, $660 more per month. Here's how it works. If you're currently receiving $1,200 or less in Social Security benefits per month, you're living below the federal poverty line. The proposed legislation aims to lift these beneficiaries to 125% of the federal poverty level through what's called the special minimum benefit. Let me give you a real example. If you're currently receiving $1,000 per month, that's $12,000 per year. Under this new proposal, your benefits would increase to approximately $1,660 per month, bringing your annual income to nearly $20,000. That's a life-changing difference for someone trying to make ends meet on a fixed income. This isn't just wishful thinking. The Social Security Expansion Act, known as Senate Bill S-770, is currently under consideration in both the House and Senate. While legislative processes can be unpredictable, having an actual bill in Congress is a promising sign. The bill specifically targets workers who had low wages throughout their careers, ensuring they receive adequate support in retirement. The reason this matters so much is that traditional cost of living adjustments or COLA increases often aren't enough for the lowest income beneficiaries. A 2% or 3% increase on a $900 monthly benefit only adds $18 to $27 per month. But a $660 increase? That's transformational. However, not all the news about 2026 benefit changes are positive. While some seniors might see substantial increases, others are facing a harsh reality where rising costs are eating away at their modest gains. Let's talk about what most Social Security recipients can expect. The Senior Citizens League predicts a 2.7% COLA increase for 2026. For the average retiree, this means monthly benefits will rise to about $1,861. Retired workers specifically are expected to receive around $2,005 per month, while the maximum benefit could reach $5,018 monthly. On the surface, these increases sound encouraging, but here's the problem. They're being completely offset by rising healthcare costs. Medicare Part B premiums are projected to jump from $185 per month to $206 per month in 2026. That's an 11% increase, or $20 more per month just for Medicare Part B. When you do the math, the average Social Security recipient might see their monthly benefit increase by about $50, but they'll pay $20 more for Medicare Part B. That leaves only $30 in actual purchasing power gain. And that's before we factor in Medigap premiums, which are also expected to rise by 8 to 12%. This is part of a disturbing trend. Over the past 15 years, seniors have lost an estimated $370 in purchasing power because COLA increases haven't kept pace with the real inflation that affects seniors most, healthcare and housing costs.
The current method for calculating COLA uses a general inflation index that doesn't accurately reflect how seniors actually spend their money. But the financial challenges aren't the only changes coming. There's also a major shift in how you'll receive your benefits. Starting September 30th, 2026, the Social Security Administration will stop sending paper checks entirely. Every single beneficiary must switch to electronic payments. There are no exceptions to this rule. You have 2 options. First, you can set up direct deposit to a bank or credit union account. You'll need to provide your account information to the Social Security Administration well before the deadline. Second, if you can't or don't want to open a traditional bank account, you can use the government-backed Direct Express debit card. The Direct Express card functions like a regular debit card. You can use it to pay bills, withdraw cash from ATMs, and make purchases anywhere debit cards are accepted. The fees are minimal, and it's specifically designed for government benefit recipients. However, there's an important limitation. The Direct Express card can only receive federal government benefits. You can't use it for other deposits, like paychecks from employment or transfers from family members. If you fail to make this switch by September 30th, 2026, your benefits could be delayed or even interrupted. The government is serious about this change because electronic payments reduce fraud, lower administrative costs, and ensure faster, more secure delivery of benefits. This brings us to the most concerning change for many beneficiaries. The government is dramatically increasing oversight and scrutiny of Social Security and disability programs. The administration is implementing what they call enhanced fraud prevention measures, but for beneficiaries, this means more paperwork, more appointments, and more opportunities for benefits to be suspended if you don't comply perfectly with new requirements. Many tasks that you could previously handle online or over the phone now require in-person visits to Social Security offices. This is particularly challenging for people with disabilities or mobility issues, but the government has made it clear that convenience is being sacrificed for what they claim is better fraud prevention. You can expect more frequent redetermination appointments, especially if you're receiving disability benefits. These are mandatory check-ins where you must prove you still qualify for benefits. Missing one of these appointments can result in immediate suspension of your benefits. The government has also gained new tools for monitoring beneficiaries. They can now search for bank accounts associated with your Social Security number even without conducting a formal review. This means any attempt to hide assets or unreported income can be discovered quickly, leading to benefit termination. If you're working while receiving disability benefits, the enforcement of work limits has become much stricter. You must stay below the substantial gainful activity threshold and report all earnings accurately and promptly. Even small oversights can trigger investigations that could result in losing your benefits entirely. Here's what makes this particularly dangerous. If you're removed from the program for any reason, it can take months to have your benefits reinstated, even if the removal was due to an administrative error or misunderstanding. During that time, you're left without income, which can be financially devastating. The stakes have never been higher for staying compliant with the Social Security and Disability Program requirements. You need to keep all necessary documents organized and easily accessible. When the Social Security Administration requests documentation, you must respond quickly and completely. Delayed or incomplete responses can be interpreted as non-compliance.
The rules are changing rapidly, and what worked last year might not work in 2026. You need reliable, up-to-date information from sources that specialize in government benefits. So what should you do to prepare for these changes? First, review your current benefit statement and understand exactly what you're receiving now. This will help you identify if you might qualify for the proposed $660 increase or how the COLA adjustments will affect your specific situation. Second, if you're still receiving paper checks, don't wait until the last minute. Set up direct deposit or apply for the Direct Express card now. The closer we get to September 2026, the more overwhelmed the system will become with last-minute applicants. Third, organize all your important documents and create a system for responding quickly to any requests from the Social Security Administration. This includes proof of disability, income records, bank statements, and medical documentation. Fourth, if you're working while receiving disability benefits, track your income meticulously. Keep detailed records of all earnings and report them according to the required schedule. Don't assume small amounts of income don't need to be reported. They do. Finally, stay informed through reliable sources. Subscribe to channels and resources that specialize in Social Security and Medicare updates. The landscape is changing rapidly, and what you don't know can cost you your benefits. The year 2026 represents a watershed moment for Social Security and disability benefits. While some changes offer hope, particularly the potential $660 increase for low-income seniors, others present new challenges and risks. The move to electronic payments, rising healthcare costs, and increased government scrutiny create a more complex environment for beneficiaries to navigate. But with proper preparation and reliable information, you can successfully adapt to these changes and protect your financial security. The key is to stay proactive rather than reactive. Don't wait until problems arise. Prepare now for the changes you know are coming. If this information was helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe to Financial Area for more updates on Social Security, Medicare, and retirement planning. Your financial future depends on staying informed, and we're here to help you navigate these complex changes. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.